Good morning, welcome to my channel. Today's the 23rd. It isn't, it's the 22nd. Anyway, it's around that time. It's the 22nd of November 2025, and we are working on our advent calendar. I got confused because my camera shut down when I moved the light. Yeah, folks. And I am in a very awkward position. And I don't know how I'm going to do this. Seriously. I see nothing. Now, I have to go 1, 2, 3, 4. I think right there I have a snowflake. 3. No, I don't. I have a snowflake over there. Okay, and then we have to make a big snowflake right here in this corner. And over here, this will help me count as to where I should start that. Okay, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. And in the same line, 1, 2, 3, 4. In the same line, I have a threesome. I will count it again to make sure. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. So I have a threesome, and what I would do is go from this to the top. This way it's easier for me. To get my bearings as to where I'm going to put this big, big, big snowflake. Okay, so we have a threesome here. Yeah, if we remember last year, we started this. This is the canvas that has like 3 holes instead of 1, which really slows me down. Actually, this is not what I wanted to do, but this is the way we're going now since this is what I did. And then we have a twosome. We're still heading to the top of the snowflake. So we're okay. How are you doing today? Did you start your Christmas shopping? I don't care what you want to call it. To me, it's Christmas. Yes, we are not Christians, so we call it winter holiday, winter solstice, anything you want to call it. It's a holiday, and we're going to enjoy every single beautiful second of it. And then we have a onesie on the top. And then I have another blackout to the snowflake to the right of this. So actually, this was a good place to get my bearings for this big motif. So we have a onesie there, and then skip one, and then we have a threesome. They call this a partial. However, as you can see, there's quite a bit of detail. It is a beautiful project. Excuse me. I have learned so much about counted cross-stitching doing this project. Really. Okay, and I think we have the same motif over here on the side. I'm going to double check. You know, check twice, frog in no time. Yes, and then two in on a one. Now the twosie, and with the onesies, we have an extra onesie over here. So on the top, I have an extra onesie. I don't know why. Maybe it's supposed to be an extra like snowflake. I don't know everything. We have discussed that already. One and an extra onesie, okay. That's what the pattern says. That's what we put there. Fine with me. And then I think now I can scoot over to the left and start the top of the snowflake. No matter how well I line up this floss, the ends never seem to match. Okay, and then I'm gonna come this way. Now let's see if I can position myself to the top of the snowflake. Probably have to be quite a big jump. Well, actually, I can go this way. 1, 2, and then go this way. And then this way I can go to the top and then skip one. Now we will see if we counted correctly. This will be the test. Skip one. I might be in trouble. I definitely think I'm in trouble. I'm up too high. Oh, I think Froggy is going to be visiting us. 2, and then 3. Yep. I'm up too high. don't know how I managed that. It will still work, but, you know. I thought I could send Froggy for a vacation, but it looks like I'm going to be welcoming Froggy back and remove the mistake that I made. Well, one skip one. It's correct over there. Oh, I don't know. And the 10 is in the correct spot. So I really don't know what the problem is here. Yes, that's on the correct line. And then skip 2, 1, 2, and then you have the 2 onesies. So I don't understand. 1, and then 2. Nope, right here. And then from what I can see, we have the same motive on the other side. Okay. And then 2. So that's correct. And then skip 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 1 over there. Okay, let's put it over there. And I need another 1 right there. And then I'm going to mark before I get totally messed up here. Okay. Good. Yep, I found a mistake. And it's not worth it for me to rip it out. Seriously. That's my opinion. It really will not make any difference to the overall calendar. It's just one snowflake that's a square higher. But as far as the regular window, it will still be the same size. So it doesn't affect, I'm sure you know what I mean. I don't know what I mean. I should have started this one lower. This is why I started on the side, because I wasn't sure how I was going to get it in a proper square. Since I told you I have A4s scotch taped together, it's a very big pattern, and it is off by one square. And then we have a threesome underneath it. Yes. Okay. We have a threesome, and then we have another, I guess an arm of the star. No, this is a snowflake. It's not a star. Here we go. Okay, yes, I did mark it off. There's a 3 and then skip 1. Yeah, and we're repeating what's on the other side. So that is okay as far as the construction of the snowflake is okay. It's the placement that I was off. And then we have a threesome over here. I don't think you have to rip everything out. If it's not going to make a difference, you know, one square or one stitch here or there, it's not showing, not going to make a difference to the overall, you know, the whole thing, then what is the point of ripping? I will make more damage ripping it out. So I'm not going to do that. Okay. Yeah, this will work just fine. And I did leave the bottom open like I told you to make sure I'm with the frame in the right place, because that will make a difference to the whole calendar and the rest of it. But this particular motive, it will not change anything, me being one square too high. You understand what I'm saying? Of course you do. And then over here we have the same as over there. So it's on the right, yeah, that's correct. We all make mistakes, we all have Froggy visiting us, and we have knots and everything else. Perfectly okay. We fix it, no problem. Okay, the threesome, and then we have a twosome. Yeah, here's again with the 3 holes. Okay, wait. Twosome, and okay, let's all calm down. And we need another one here, right there. And then we have a threesome. Yes. Okay. See what I mean about the double floss? It always comes out uneven. Do you have the same problem? I cut it to make it even, and then it's still uneven. And I'm like, okay. Since I have plenty of floss, I don't worry about it. And then we have a threesome, and then we have a 2 over here. Just like on the top. 1. And another one over there. And then we're done with this line. This is a 14 count Aida, but it seems a bit different than the Quaker house that I was stitching on. Well, anyway, that material is a better quality. There's no 3 holes in it. See what I mean about the floss? And that could make me put a stitch somewhere and I cannot finish because there's only one strand that's long and the other one is shorter. Don't ask me why. I don't know everything. Okay. I think I might switch to a new thread because I'm running a bit short and I don't know how long the next line will be. Is it a long line? No. We have 2, 4, 5. So let's see if we can stretch this out. So we have 5 in the middle. Yep, I only have 1 floss. Okay. So really you're not going to fool around with it. So grab a new needle. And then come up here somewhere. Not that I don't have enough needle minders. Usually the needle wind up in my mouth. Do you do that also? I don't know. I think I have about 10 needle minders over here. And still, the needle winds up in my mouth. I guess it's habit, isn't it? And then we have a 3. Loop start. Sort of. Come on, I'm no expert. And then number 5. Even through the magnifying glass, I can't see where the exact hole is. I even forgot where I got this from. Might be Etsy. Not sure. But it was my aim to finish it this year. Well, I do have the middle panel out of the way, and that was the biggest one. Well, that does look a bit messy. It'd be okay. Take my word for it. It'd be okay. 3, and then I have to go way over to the side. 1, 2. Now let's see if I counted this right. This might be where we're going to be frogging it. One mistake I can live with, but a whole line? Nope. It's a bit too much even for me. Skip 1, and then 3. But what's above it? This is off. Why? Okay, well, if that's not going to work, I'm going to try another way. Hang in there. I can't flip the frame over. Take my word for it, I can't. That's wrong. So I'm going to start from the other end and see if I can figure out. Okay, 1. Skip 1, and then there's 2. Wait. Middle part. 1, 2, 3. Skip 1. And then there's 2. 2, and there's 1. Wish me luck. Okay, there's 1 there. having a hard time. Well, nothing else works, then Dummy's gonna do it this way, because I'm totally getting confused. So I'm going to start at a point where I'm already at and then try to figure it out that way, because I've gotten confused 3 times already. And this is the time when I should really take a rest, but I got a zillion things to do. And then skip 1, okay? And then skip 1, 2. Well, I was in the right place. Just wasn't sure of myself. Skip 1, and then there's 2 stitches. 3, 2, skip 2, 1, 2, and then there's 1. Now let me see if that is correct. 1, 2, 3. Told you we'll figure it out. And then the same thing on the other side. Skip 1, and then there's 2. Just like on the other side. And 1 on the other end. And we're done with that line. And of course, I'm going to mark it because you can see dummy gets confused. Yes, we did that line and we just did this long line here. Okay. And then we have to start with a foursome. As soon as I find a hole. And then we skip one. And there's the twosome. Skip one. And in the middle of the threesome, we have a onesie. Yes. Skip three, 1, 2, 3, and onesie in the middle of the threesome. Right there. And we finish with the foursome. At the end, yes, that's the end. Not the end of the snowflake, just the end of this particular line. And that was the longest line. So that must be the middle of the snowflake, I think. mark it off. Let's see if we can finish this row. Thank you very much for spending time with me this Saturday morning. Stay safe, stay healthy, be happy. Bye for now. Bye. Mwah.